Mr. Inslix. Give us the introduction.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of the Saber Sh podcast. I'm your host, Ink, and this is my co-host.
John Tron. And we have our
What's
special guest, Abby on. Give us an introduction of yourself, Abby. Who are you as a Beat Saber player? And
Hi
such and
guys.
such.
So I'm a top level challenge player in Beat Saber. I'm the highest level in CS. I own CS and I mainly play streams as my best skill set, but I'm pretty well rounded overall in Beat Saber. I'm pretty active in the community as well. Maybe not so much in the rank community, but I'm around for the most part.
That's cool.
I
Did
think
you?
that's general.
Yeah. Did you rehearse that before joining? Was that?
Nope. I made it up on the spot.
That's pretty. That's pretty fire. That's pretty fire. Okay, so Inslix, you wanna pick the first question? I don't know. Maybe you
So,
should do. Okay. Yeah.
so, first question, what's good?
What do you mean by that?
Like,
Like
how are you
what's going
doing?
on?
Yeah, what's going on today?
I'm going
How are you
good.
feeling?
I haven't done much today. I woke up and I got ready for this really. But recently I've been in school. I've been focusing on school, doing good in like life in general. But like in terms of CS, I mean, if you want to go there, we can go there. Like what's good in
True.
CS?
Yeah, we have some questions revolving around that for later, but that's awesome. That's awesome.
All right. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
doing good.
Yeah.
Next,
Good to hear. Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to think of what. Maybe we should have ordered them. It's fine. So, how did you like first get into like Beat Saber in general? Like, what was your first VR headset? How'd you get into Beat Saber and get into the challenge community and such and such?
So okay, so I'll pick this question apart. So the first time I ever played Beat Saber was at my friend's house, because my friend, it was maybe probably 5 or 6 years ago, something like that. My friend had showed me. I'm pretty sure it was either Randy or Timpex, one of them. It was one of the
Old
really
heads,
popular
bro.
videos.
Yeah.
And so I went over to his house and he had, I'm pretty sure it was a Quest 1. It was completely unmodded Beat Saber.
That's
And
crazy.
I played it for the first time on his headset. When I first started, this is pretty funny. I couldn't wear my glasses. Okay, I wear glasses and I have really bad vision. But when I first started, I couldn't wear my glasses in my friend's headset because he was scared I was gonna scratch it up. So I had to play on no arrows because I literally couldn't read the arrows on the notes.
That's insane. So your eyesight is so you just couldn't. That's crazy.
I couldn't see anything.
Like you
So
can't.
that's how
see-
I started.
That's actually amazing. I've never heard of someone having to do that before with their first time playing.
It
Man.
was so awful. I remember I was just so terrible because I would see the notes, but I couldn't know what direction to swing, and obviously like I had just started, so I didn't have like any awareness. It was
Man,
looking
that's
back, it's really funny, but
like. Did you just like? Were you still trying to swing for the notes at all? Or were you literally just like taking your sabers and hovering for the dots? Like
I
you
think a
weren't
little
even
bit of
trying.
both.
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
That
And
would be
then
amazing.
so after that, I think that probably happened in like September of 2021 or 2020 or something. But I don't know. One of those Christmases, like
Yeah.
the next Christmas after that, I got my first headset, which was a Quest 2. So it
I
was probably
honestly,
September 2021.
yeah, I honestly thought that you'd been around for longer. That's like only like about September 2021. That's only a few months before me. It's kind of crazy.
Well, that was my first time playing the game. I think I'd
Yeah.
heard of it before then, but a long time ago. I don't really remember.
Hmm. So how did you end up in the like? So or you said what headset did you say was the first one you got for yourself?
Quest 2.
Quest 2. Were you standalone player, standalone mods?
Yes. Okay,
That's
so
fire.
it was actually when I got my headset, it was kind of like my first, I guess, computer, like technology that wasn't an Xbox or like like a console. So I didn't have a way to mod my headset. So I played on standalone with
Uh-huh.
just like base game for a very long time. And I think that's kind of why I originally got into challenge. I think that's probably a different question, but that probably sparked, like that was probably the catalyst for like
Yeah.
becoming a challenge player.
Yeah. For me, I remember whenever I started playing, I also just like I had the ability to mod my game and I wanted to, but everyone said don't mod your game until you're like able to like play some of the OST maps just on expert. So it took me like a month or two until I modded my game, just to get
Yeah.
good enough. So whenever I did it, it didn't suck. But yeah, how did it? What was like the? When did you first mod your game? Like how did you get into the? Where was like the first server that you spoke in? First challenge community you joined? First people you met?
That's a lot of questions. I'll start with the first people I met, kind of like how I got in the challenge. So I'm pretty sure one of the first communities I joined was McDonald's, which is
That's great. I've never even heard of
Nuggies'
this.
server.
Yeah.
I remember
So,
that.
420 McNuggies, really kind of old challenge player at this point. He still like kind of maps and plays, but not like super active. But when I started, he was like, he was pretty popular. He had like the lots of views on Twitch. He was a popular streamer, and I joined his Discord server, and it was just McDonald's, and they had the vanity link at McDonald's, and that's where I started like first interact with the challenge community, because there were a lot of challenge players in there, and Nuggies himself was in WDG.
Yeah.
So I got closer to him, and I got mod in his server, and that I think that was my first time like becoming known, quote unquote, in the community. And that's why I like first got in the challenge, because I was mostly around the challenge community. But Nuggies was my like full inspiration to start playing challenge and interacting with the community in general.
Man.
And
So
the first time I modded my game, that was in May of 20. Actually, no, that's the first time I got Score Saber. I actually don't know the first time I modded my game. It was probably like another Christmas. But I know the first Score Saber score I set was on May 1st, because that was when Score Saber got ported to standalone for the like first time in
First
multiple
time.
years.
I remember whenever I first modded my stuff, I didn't have a leaderboard for a while because it was on this weird version in between where Score Saber wouldn't update, but Beat Leader came around yet. And it was
Yeah.
those were the days. So yeah. MC
Yeah, there was-
McNuggies. I could have never guessed that. He was your gateway into the community.
Yep. He was the guy I watched on Twitch. We haven't talked in a while, but we were pretty close, I guess, back then.
Yeah.
God damn, that's like 4 years ago now. That's insane.
Holy shit.
Ugg status.
Wow, my first score is almost 4 years old.
That's
I didn't even
crazy.
think about that till now.
Yeah, that's man. So I bet mine first. Yeah, we're aging. All right, and Slicks, you
That's fine.
wanna do the next question?
All right, so my next question for you is, what is your favorite skill set? And I already know that you said you're a streams player, but what are your honest thoughts on your favorite skill set?
Oh man. Do like subcategories count as skill sets?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, by far my absolute favorite skill set is scissors. It clears everything out of the water by far.
That's
And contrary to popular belief, I actually hate streams. I despise them. They're horrible.
really.
I
That's
don't like
fair.
playing streams.
I swear,
That's
I
fair, 'cause-
remember while collecting all of the plays for your background, I've read like some of the descriptions that was saying you hated scissors forever ago. So that's surprising to me.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I love scissors, and like, I love it with all my heart. Don't get me wrong, but oh my god, MGK doesn't know how to map. Okay,
Yeah.
like,
Is he just like
Okay,
your one
no-
content provider for the skill set?
sorry
Yeah.
MGK, your maps are great, but you know, Pine Nut could use some work. Holding up for a hero, it's just not possible. But it's okay, you know. We
Yeah.
all start somewhere. But like, other than scissors, I guess my favorite. Ooh. I really like complex vibro. I think that's probably my favorite skill set, like in general.
Oh, that's true. What's your best complex vibro pass?
It is Mastodon in level 32. It's like it's the scissor circle. It has like the circle part,
I think I
and it
saw
has
that.
like a bunch
that's,
of wide things.
That's Aura.
Yes.
Oh.
It's one of the videos I sent for the background.
That's
I think
pretty
that's
Aura.
one of my favorite maps of all time, probably. It's really well made. It does have
Yeah.
some bad parts, but like, I don't know. For what it is, it plays so well, and the song's amazing. I love
Yeah.
Complex Vibro.
Yeah, Bug is just an amazing mapper.
Oh yeah. Well, for the most part.
So, next question. What do you think is your best pass?
Oh. Okay. Realistically, it's Don V2. Like
We have a
by
separate
quite
yeah,
alone.
we have a separate question for your favorite pass. So,
Okay, yeah.
yes.
So
I guess we can
my
do both of them now.
hardest-
Your best pass and your most favorite one.
Oh man, that's. I need to look at my YouTube or like my beat leader.
Gotta go through
Right.
all of your all of your history.
Right now, probably my proudest. Well, I have recency bias. That's a thing.
Yeah.
I think my proudest and hardest pass just kind of has to be Dawn V2. It's been almost a year since I passed it, and no one's. Well, I don't want to say no one's close because like there's some people that have gotten close, but it's like it's so ahead of streams. I mean, there's like Tarmac V2 and Dawn V2, but I don't know. They don't really compare. I feel it's just a lot harder than the other maps. I'm really proud right now because of recency bias. I'm really proud of Crush. That took me such a long time to pass, and I adore that pass.
Right,
I hate the fucking map, but
yeah, is that your shitpost 32?
yeah, it's my shitpost
Yeah.
32. I'm
That is
also
a pretty good pass.
I'm really proud of High Nut as well. That's the hardest scissor pass in the
Pie
game.
Nut,
Well,
yeah, I remember whenever you got Pie Nut forever ago, that had aura. Like, I saw it
Yeah.
a few times.
Scissor, I guess Scissor Nut, Pine Nut, and Tinnitus. Those are probably my proudest passes. Especially Tinnitus. I think that one's kind of overlooked. It's really hard, and it doesn't have a second pass yet, I don't think. The disc spike is just so very difficult. I'm really proud of that one. It took me a while. So I guess Pine Nut, Dawn V2, and Crush are my proudest passes. Oh, I forgot about one. Wish You Were Here. That's actually one of my prouder passes, and I'm still so annoyed that it's not on the right beat leader leaderboard.
Yeah, I remember
That's
that.
probably a
No
later,
way.
a later
Your,
topic.
one of your favorite passes is just decent. It's just, that's skill issue,
So,
honestly,
actually-
man.
Yeah, no, it really is. I'll talk about that right now. So, whenever like the map first came out, it was something like okay, it's Wish You Were Here is like 480 of the like You Were My Gravity streams where it's like
Yeah.
downswing upswing on one lane, then it swaps to the other lane, and it's 480, so it's pretty fast. And I was like, okay, I'm never passing this. So I set a slower song score, and it's like a comfortable BPM. So I was swinging pretty big. I got a pretty good slower song score, and then I just had one random play session where I just passed it, like just out of the blue, passed it, and I didn't beat my score. So, but it's on the golf leaderboard because I scored so low.
Ooh, I see.
So it uploaded, and it was really cool, but it's not on the right leaderboard. I'm really proud of that pass, though.
Top
I'm never
golf
doing
play.
that ever again.
Man.
It's more sad when you like think about the context because I'm pretty sure it was either the last map I needed for 20, I want to say 25 stream 31 passes, or it was a gold trophy in streams 31, which means I passed like half of like the available streams 31s in CS. It was the last one I
crazy.
needed for one of those, and it just wouldn't scan. So that was tragic.
That's sad. Yeah.
Okay, we can
But
move on now.
at least you got the pass on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully I can do it again, but it's
you
okay.
got that.
Alright, next question, Mr. Insolix.
All right, so I'm gonna go a little off script here. This is actually a question from an anonymous viewer. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Oh. I think I have to say strawberry. I love strawberries. It's my favorite fruit, favorite berry, favorite anything, favorite food ever. Strawberries.
Oh.
And strawberry
Isn't that
ice
your-
cream, yeah.
Isn't that your icon in CS?
Yeah, it is my icon in CS. I love strawberries. I adore them.
That's pretty rare. Sadly, I do not
So-
like them. I don't like any like tarty things.
Aw. That's fair.
I wonder if I'm missing out.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
100%. But yeah, probably strawberry ice cream. I don't know. I don't really eat ice cream. Like I haven't really. I don't. This is probably like a hot-ish take, but I don't think I really like chocolate ice cream. I don't know. It always feels so very strong.
I kind
And I
of
don't
yeah, I
like
kind of
how strong
agree
it
with that.
is.
It's like eating
Yeah.
liquid, just pure chocolate, and I like chocolate bars and stuff, especially if it has texture. But just liquid chocolate, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Not where it's at.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
thank
guess
you whoever asked me for that flavor. That's an interesting question.
you could just do another question on the list then, Inslix.
All right.
That was a
So,
pretty good one.
the question that I actually like, the
Yeah.
official question that I actually was gonna ask is, what is your favorite map?
Oh. Oh, I have to think about that. My favorite map. Let me look at my beat leader. Actually, let me look at my YouTube because I've definitely uploaded it if it's my favorite pass.
Mhm.
Oh man, I really like Mastodon. I don't think it's my favorite map, but I think it's one of Bug's better
Just like your
maps.
whole pass on it, your whole experience, everything added on it, just was.
The experience wasn't the greatest, but I love it. Let's see.
Mhm.
There's definitely an older map that I really liked. I don't know. I can't really think of one right now. It's probably a Bug map. That's what I know because I adore Bug's mapping. Especially his complex spiral mapping. It's so good. Probably just Abandon Myself. That might be my favorite map. I don't have a pass on it, but it's just like perfect in every way, and I don't want to like overdo it, but I really like it. And also, I don't know. I kind of really like Dawn V2, but that's probably very biased.
I don't know if it's
Favorite
the.
map, probably a Bug map though.
Yeah. All right. So,
I'm gonna
what skill set or sub skill set in Beat Saber do you think is the hardest?
Be as subjective as you want.
Yeah.
It probably a form of shitpost.
Probably, yeah.
I can't understand shitpost. Rhythmical's definitely up there just because of how far it's been pushed. Rhythmical is just insane. I don't get how people like Spring or
It's so
Devin,
fast now,
even
man.
fucking Chemno do it. Yeah,
Uh,
it's absurd. And whatever the hell Saber's doing, bro. No reset. Go for it, Saber, man. That's my go. But
yeah.
I think it's definitely shitpost just because of like there's so much. There's not a limit like tech where it's gonna be like a pattern that you can get familiar with. Like yeah, there's obviously methods in shitpost, but I feel like it's just so sporadic that it's so hard to get
It's
good
like
at.
every single different map is just a new experience, a new pattern that you need to
Yes,
remember per each map. Yeah,
a
that makes
100%.
sense. All right. Well,
Yeah.
in that case, Mr. Gonslix, you can do the next question.
Who do you think is the most underrated challenge player?
Oh man. I had my eyes on a bunch of people, but then they all got good. So like they're not really underrated anymore. And I haven't been in I haven't really been paying attention to like 31s or like
Yeah.
any 30s that are just like quickly rising. I originally when I first saw let's see. I knew Super Coda. I knew he was going to be a great player. Like whenever I saw him at 28 or 29 or whatever, and like I saw the way he swung, I knew like he has top player swings.
Yeah.
Like I know he is one now, but he definitely had them at the time. I think I
Super Coda
definitely
hard stuck for anyone for forever. That was.
Yeah.
Bro,
And then
okay,
they
let's be
got
honest,
both
he
of
was
them in
never
one
31.
day. He was never, yeah. But that was. Yeah.
I
That was a
also think
day.
Inclicks definitely underrated.
Thank you.
You are a good player, and I don't think you get enough credit for it.
This is real.
Thank you.
Let
That
me-
means a
I-
lot.
I'm gonna look in CS. You can go to the next question. I'm gonna ponder about this one.
All right. So, how did you end up with your current username?
Which one? Like
Um,
Avi or
I
like
guess
LBJ or
you
I
see,
can
I
give all
wrote
of
this
them.
down, but then I didn't realize you still have multiple of them. So, give us like the evolution of your username to the most current one that you're using right now, which I'm guessing is Abby.
All right. So when I first joined the community, I was Albanina. And there's a pretty funny story behind this name. So a game that I used to, I guess, still do play a lot is Hypixel Skyblock, and like on Minecraft. I'm a big fan of that game, and I played it a lot before I really got into like the Beat Saber community. And one of my friends, okay, it's very important that I mention that he was Portuguese. So I had a very Portuguese friend, and one of his teacher's names was, I probably shouldn't say the full like name of his teacher, but basically their first name was Albanina, and it was amusing. It was like 6 years ago, so I was like probably barely 13, and I don't know, it was amusing. So I took the name, I made it my Minecraft username, and then it kind of just stuck with me, and then it transformed into Albi because like after a bit of being in the challenge community, you know, or not really a challenge community, just like the Beat Saber community in general, my friends, it was kind of like annoying just to say like the whole Albanina. It's so many syllables, so it got shortened to Albi, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's chill, I like that.
Yeah.
And then it turned from Albi into Albi J because another name that I went by just as a joke for a while was just literally just the letter J. Like if you ask like Devin or Speedy or like mostly any like old heads that I'm still friends with, I used to go by J, or I just had J as my name. It's a great letter. It's probably one of my favorite letters.
It is a really
And
good
then-
letter.
Character.
So whenever Discord released like the at username update, I couldn't take Albi because you know it was taken, so I just made it Albi J, and so that kind of just stuck,
Makes sense.
and then
Oh.
transformed into what it is now. Obviously, just because I'm trans, so I just go by my name.
Makes sense. I wonder if that one random teacher from... I wonder if they know that one random teacher just had their name just
Oh, man.
first name just
I can't
taken
remember.
and by just someone in that'd be so funny.
I have to look at my other Discord account to see if I want to see what she taught. I don't remember. I guess I can mention my old Discord account being named Evil Roblox Hacker. That's just an in-joke.
Yeah.
It's a GIF that me and my friends had found a couple years ago, and it was funny. And then once again, the username update, I just made it Evil Roblox Hacker.
Evil
Okay,
Roblox
yeah.
hacker, man.
I actually
Fine.
always forget that account is yours.
So, hold this. You can go to the next question.
Did I ask that, or was that Inslix? Or I asked that, so now you can, yeah, you can do the next question, Inslix.
All right, I guess so. But what is your hottest take in Beat Saber?
Ooh. Streams are not okay. I don't know how to phrase this, but streams are overranked until a certain point. Like, oh my god, there are some low-level streams maps that are like 5 levels above where they need to be, and I don't even really think that's a hot take. I don't really have many hot takes, I guess, because I'm not too active anymore per se. But I think that streams are incredibly overweighted. And I think like especially my like top passes like Dawn V2, they get way too much glaze for what it is. Like I understand that it's hard, but Kayak going around saying, oh yeah, Dawn V2, 35, oh yeah, let's move it up to like number 10 on the challenge list. Like what are we talking about? Like I know he's joking to a point, but like streams are overrated. They're not that hard to get into. And I feel like the main thing that I see people say is that they're really hard to get into. I never really thought they were. Before I played streams, I only played jumps. I was a speed 1 trick, and then I passed ground up, and it didn't really take that long. It was kind of just something that clicked really easily, and I don't know. I guess it might just be an ego thing, maybe, but I think streams are easy and overrated.
Fair take.
For me, that seems impossible. Simply because my left hand is horrible at doing pop-up streams.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's obviously gonna be like issues like that.
Mhm.
I just think people make it out to be a lot harder to get into than it actually is.
Yeah.
So what is
Definitely.
the worst experience you've had on a map?
Oh man. um,
Spill out your heart and
It's-
soul about some mental torture you went through for just some random
I
map.
think by far the worst experience I've ever had playing any map in this game, probably ever on a video game ever, is Untitled 1. The Masana map in level 31. That
Huh.
was horrible. You can ask Saber fan or Devin, anyone that was like friends with me at the time, they will tell you that was not me. That was a robot or something. That was I've
Every
never
time
gotten
that map would
angrier.
affect you to such a point whenever it, like, that's crazy.
Yes. I was
Yeah.
I got so mad at it. Like it was actually so miserable. Another map that I had a similar experience like that on is Frequency. But that was not really because I couldn't pass the map. It was because mainly because of the result of Untitled 1 where, you know, kind of had damaged headset, damaged controllers. So, you know, doing the map in the first place was kind of difficult just because I was handicapped by my hardware. And then my laptop that I used to play started to give out, and then my cable started to give
Oh.
out.
That's
So I was just on the grind
Mm.
for 32 while everything I was using was just like basically broken. So the experience was just awful.
every death would be
I-
accompanied by a random disconnect.
Yes, no, it literally just would. I would be restarting my game like every 10 minutes because it would just be crashing. It was terrible. There's definitely some other horrible experiences I've had, but I think those are the two big ones. Like if you go to my channel, there's probably a random pass that I just put negative infinity out of 10 on the enjoyment for. And I probably think
yeah, I think I
that
saw some of this.
I don't think I liked oh, I don't know. It might have been Flame of Ice maybe. No, I liked that one. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Soul Clear. That map sucks. That map's actually horrible. What did I put? 5? Okay, I'm tweaking. Hello? That map's horrible.
Stockholm syndrome.
Probably most of my shitpost passes as well. Probably a main reason I don't like shitposts in general.
Yeah.
That I find
I
it so
think
hard
it's
is
a-
just
yeah.
I despise it.
That makes sense. I also despise shitposts. I need like my maps to feel like maps, but there's a reason they're just in shitposts.
Yeah.
they're
Shitposts
not
needs a
coherent
rework.
at all, really. Perhaps.
Maybe that's my hot take. I think the shitpost category needs to be completely reworked to get rid of the shit maps and just make it worse. Not worse tech, but like I don't want to say gimmicky tech either, but just tech that's not like
Not
of the
one
high
of, like-
caliber of tech.
Not like of the main factions, not too close to the rhythmical realm or angular realm.
Yeah, just like gimmicks, really. I think that's what shitpost was kind of meant for in the beginning, and now it's kind of just being treated like, oh, this map's low quality, throw it in shitpost. I hate that. Oh my god, we need to unrank all Gauge Kordak maps.
Oh,
Oof.
God.
This might be real.
Alright, next question.
Alright, so, I forgot who asked the last one already.
I think that was you.
I
My
guess-
least favorite experience.
Yeah.
You
okay.
asked it.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah. Can you do it?
So, all right. We are aware that you and Spring have created the Beat Saber equivalent of Pointer Crate, so a challenge list, and you've integrated that into the challenge community. So the question is, how is that challenge list going? Like, is it all going all smooth? Are there obstacles that are, hard to get by? How's that going?
Anything
It's
more than just no
going-
free time?
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So first of all, progress is slow because I do a lot. So I'm busy. I don't have much time. But other than that, it's honestly great. The system that we have for like the website wise, it's great. It's easy to place stuff in Spring. Most of it was made by Spring. I did most of like the placement work, but Spring did
did-
most of the back end stuff.
I did not know that, I did not know Spring was able to program or just set up websites.
It's really
rather.
impressive, honestly. But recently, he just changed like the whole changelog system on the website. So like whenever stuff gets moved or placed, you can actually like see where it was originally. That's pretty good. So for the most part, the website's going great. The issue with it is placing and comparing maps, because unlike games like GD, where you can like a wave click, if it's gonna be a frame perfect, you only have one click,
Yeah.
or like one frame where you can tap your keyboard. But the whole point is that you're still tapping your keyboard for everything in the game. So if it's a robot timing or like a wave timing, you're still gonna tap your keyboard. In Beat Saber, like you can't really compare. Like let's say Lolita Scaffold and Nick V3. You're not really comparing those because one of them super like fast, complex, weird mismap burst streams versus 1000 BPM jumps.
Yeah, there's
They're just not comparable
Yeah.
at all. Like there's no world where someone who passed Lolita can like confidently say that I believe that Nick V3 is 3,000 trillion times harder just because I can't do it. It's not comparable like that. And it gets a lot harder the easier the maps get. So like whenever you're placing top maps, like let's say a high or a mid 34, it's kind of easy because you can kind of tell which maps are harder. But once you get down, and I said easier maps, but I mean like 33s, 32s,
You go down into
just
the
kind of like
the
stuff like
groups of
that.
the maps where there's so many more maps around the same difficulty and none of these big
Yeah.
jumps. It's just they all start to blend together.
Especially with like 32, 33 jumps, where it's kind of, there's definitely bias in placement. There's not really a way to get rid of that just because there's not that many top players, honestly. But there's gonna be some people that say like, I found this map really hard, and then there's gonna be a tech player that's like, dude, it's jumps. My tech pass just kind of has to be harder by default. I think that's a very flawed argument, and that's mainly why I don't support. I don't believe that there should be that jumps just can't be above tech, because it obviously can, and it's
Yeah.
biased to say it can't. But it's really hard to compare this stuff.
So, what would your thoughts be on splitting the list into different skill sets? I've heard quite a few people like talk about it in that server. I think it's just like once or twice. But you think that's ever a possibility?
I think skill set specific lists are a good idea, but I don't think that it should be the main focus. I
True.
think the main list in general, I think it could probably just be split. I think there should still be a main list, but if there ever was a split, it should be speed versus the rest, because
Yeah.
I feel like that's the hardest to compare. Like I feel like there's a point where you can compare, I don't know, let's say Lolly and Rain God. I know they're like very far in difficulty, but you can compare them at least, just because they both have the technical aspect. But if it's something like a 10-minute 600 jump hold, and you're comparing it to Saber Fan No Reset Pass number 43 of the year, they're just different, because they're both slop, but you know, one of them doesn't take much brain power, and the other one, it's
Quite
just
the
more
bit.
complex. Yeah. So for the most part, I'd say that it's going great. Just need more time to work on it, and then more thinking about how to do category splits.
I'm hoping to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see some progress on it in the future.
Yeah,
It would be fire.
I'm hoping to get more stuff done on it actually pretty soon, just because I'm not really doing anything this weekend.
That's awesome. All right. So next question: who is your favorite player and how come? Pretty simple. Who's gonna receive the most glaze?
For real.
That's tough. That's actually really hard. Okay, I'm not saying a favorite player. I'm saying three. I'm saying
Okay,
Devin,
okay.
Saber, and Sony. Probably Saber though. If I had to choose one person, Saber. He's so just absurd in every way. I'll watch him play the game and it'll just be like, oh dude, look at this. I just did halfway to the end on this 36 unpassed no reset. tech match."
Mr. Ring God in 80 attempts. Like, okay, man. Normal human
Yeah.
activities, human person activities. Those are.
And
Yeah.
Saber fan, he has some great takes about tech as well. I don't know. He's funny. He's an insanely good player. One of my best friends. That's for sure. I don't know. He's an awesome player. And then Sony, definitely my closest friend like of all time. Just also just an incredible player. Not like there's some points where I think Saber does outweigh him, but Sony's just so like
He's gonna
balanced
be in
overall
VC
in
for you.
general.
He's gonna be in VC with you
Yeah.
after this goes live, asking you about this.
It probably will. Sony's a great player, and I love watching Sony play the game, and it's just absurd to just jump from skill set to skill set and just
I
be
know.
so great at all of them. And then Devin, bro, this guy doesn't get bad at the game. And he will always
doesn't.
say, like, oh, I just came back from college after a 3-month break. I'm so washed. And, okay, I had this conversation with him, like, literally yesterday, where I was saying, like, we were talking about, like, the challenge tournament and, like, don't know when it's going to be. And he was like, bro, if it's, like, somewhere later in the year, I'm going to be washed. And then, like, in his actual words, he just said, like, I get washed, I come back, and I'm a level 28 speed player. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Because if you look at his beat leader, he passed a 34 today, super luminal, 800 burst map. Okay, whatever,
Oh,
bro.
what the fuck?
And then,
What?
like yesterday, he passed
Today?
like 233s, and then like the
What
day
are we doing?
ago, passed another 33. But this guy's like, oh yeah, bro, I get so washed to the game.
Yeah,
Like, shut
yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Awkward
I wish I could
wash.
pass more. Yeah, I wish I could pass more than one hard map every 2 months, bro. Like, come on. It's ridiculous.
I was so shocked when I saw that like he had just gotten back on after not playing for quite a bit, and he just passed Just Abandon Myself, like the complex vibro 32. He
Uh-huh.
just passed it, and I was like, how the fuck do you have the
Bro.
stamina for that? And he was like, I don't know. And then I just watched him go on, pass some rhythmical 33s, pass a shitpost 33, pass a burst 34. It's like, okay, dude, he's just insane at the game, and his AC as well. Like he's been playing ranked recently, definitely like the obviously like challenge modifier buff. He doesn't have insane AC in ranked wise, but challenge wise, his AC's insane, especially his miscounts. This dude just understands rhythmical auto mapper, acting streams. He just gets it. He's just a great player. I love him, dude.
Man.
He just has that insane level amount of swag, bro.
Yes.
Top tier aura. All
For
right.
real.
You could do us with the next question, Mr. Insulex.
So, what do you believe to be the hardest pass or best score in the game currently?
You could say these separately, because comparing an axe score to the hardest pass would be a little bit hard, but
Yeah.
The hardest pass. I mean, I think what Sin is doing is just fucking insane.
yeah.
And no discredit to Lalita, obviously, because that's also absurd, and I still don't really understand how it's possible to get that down on full speed. But I can't ignore Sin, dude. He's just like
Oh yes, 1,000 BPM.
so far ahead of any, like, okay, Fingy, you're an amazing player as well, but holy shit, Sin is so far ahead, it's insane. And he deserves the fucking glaze, dude. His passes are insane, his axe scores are insane. I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite, but I just know it. Like if I go to his front page, I'll just see like some random score. I'm like, that's possible? Hello?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, dude, I did that while warming up after not playing for 3 weeks, and I had maybe 2 sips of water beforehand. It's like,
Two
okay,
sip, two sip
dude.
my rations of water.
So I think Nick V3 and Lalita definitely the hardest passes. Personally, I have to give it to Nick V3 just because I think it's so absurd.
I
But
can't even.
the
Yeah, I
best
can't. Like,
score in the game,
I can understand Lolita, but Necmi Free, I can't even like comprehend the BPM.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the best score in the game is. Probably a Sony score, honestly. I can't discredit Sony. I feel like I didn't give Sony enough glaze talking about my favorite or my best players in my mind. Sony is absurd, and no discredit to anyone else. But oh my god, some of these scores and some of these passes are also just so far ahead. It's insane. So, best score, probably some Sony score. I'm not exactly sure what. But hardest pass, probably Nick V3.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Well, what is your next question? What is your biggest regret within Beat Saber? So is there like something you missed out on that you think you only had one opportunity to do? Some map you can't play anymore, but you had one day where you could probably have done it. Stuff along that.
Wish you were here. Okay,
Yeah, that yeah.
it's cold. It's cold turkeying speed. I did one day. I just quit playing speed for multiple months, and I've
Oh,
never been good at it since. Or I mean, I've been
man.
good at it, but I've never been able to get my skill back. There was like I used to be super good at like I had really good stamina for 600 jumps, and I could hold 600 floor for like double-digit minutes probably, and I would just be fine. Now, not even close, because I realized I was like, oh my god, I'm a speed one trick, and this was before like the influx of speed. So it was like right after golden hour, maybe, you know, Oriole McFlurry just got passed.
Mhm.
Like that was probably the hardest pass, and I was like able to do it for the most part. But it was never something that like I passed because I was just like, all right, I'm gonna focus on streams, and I'm only gonna play streams, and I'm not gonna play any other skill set. And that's what I did for like months.
And now you hate
And
streams and you're watching. Man,
yeah,
I
and
understand why. Yeah.
coincidentally, you know, top streams player, also had the worst experience of my life just only playing streams. Horrible idea. Don't know why I did it. I
Yeah.
really, 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 really regret not staying as a or not continuing to play other skill sets. I probably wouldn't be as good at streams now, but I'd be a better player overall. And you know, maybe actually 32 all, but
I
whatever.
think I think if you really tried, you could get good at speed again, though.
Yeah, it's just the issue of not having enough time to dedicate to like stamina training every day because I can't play every day, unfortunately. So there's that. I also really regret. Well, I guess that's not really a Beat Saber thing. I I
I mean, in
regret
the
not
first
like.
in the first question I had it in Beat Saber or the community, but I just left out the community part because I didn't want you to like diss someone for some opportunity or
Oh,
something. But I mean,
oh man, I mean I could talk about the community all day.
oh boy.
Oh, hell
I
no.
I have some regrets as well. Just some
Mhm.
people that I treated bad when I was
You know,
younger in the community
if
made
it's
me
just to
think
clear
that.
your air to apologize, go ahead if you want to. Maybe like
I think I've
something
already
that happened.
apologized to most of the people, but I don't know. I
Alright.
don't want to go there right now. I think I'm content with just saying I wish I had not just become a streams quote unquote one trick for a couple months.
Makes sense. Someday you'll get the speed. Someday you'll get the speed gene back.
I'm working on it.
All right.
Just once every weekend.
I guess you do the next question, Mr. Insolix.
Do you have any future plans for what you'll do in Beat Saber or plays you want to get?
Um, I don't know. I I'm okay. I'm just gonna not act realistic at all. I'm just gonna say stuff that I want to do. I want to. Okay, my
Mhm.
number one goal just in Beat Saber overall, Copperfield. That would be just that would be
That
it.
map has
If I
aura.
passed Copperfield, I would never play the game ever again. I would be content if I passed Copperfield and then died of cardiac arrest the next day. I would die happy. Like that's how much that map means to me. It's absurd. I the difficulty I can't really judge it because I feel biased towards it, but it is just so much harder than Dawn B2. It's insane. And it's just like play sessions where I can do all the hard parts in it and then the next day I'm hard stuck on just one part. So
Mhm.
my overall main goal in Beat Saber is just to pass Copperfield. I feel like if I pass Copperfield, I would comfortably be able to say that Streams is dead. I I honestly just can't see it going further than that. I really can't. Other than
Now,
that, 32 all. I've been working on it for over 2 years, and I really want 32 all. It's the mark. It's just proof that I can do other skill sets. Like
mhm.
even though I'm so far ahead or like so advanced in streams, I don't want to say far ahead because I'm not. There's other people, obviously, and I didn't mean to phrase it like that. But
For
like,
yourself, your skill triangle's poking a little bit too much one way.
yeah, yeah.
But still,
I would
being
just love to
32
be
all
32
is
all.
yeah.
Yes.
So 32
So
all
it's
would
that
be
and that.
amazing.
So past Copperfield, get 32 all. And if I
Someday.
did that, I would be content. I would just a goal that's not realistic at all. It's just to be I want to be a good speed player again. And by like good, I want to be good at like very fast speeds. Kind of like, I think it's just because I adore what Sin does. And every time I watch him play, it's just like, what the hell, man? And it's crazy to me. That's something I wish I was like able to do.
Hmm.
So I guess get like 33 or 34 in jumps. That would be a goal, but realistically, probably not happening.
Nah, you got that, surely.
Bro, yeah, you
Surely.
got that.
But yeah, I will now wait for the day that you'll roll the random Copperfield session where you'll just have no mind block on any part, and it'll just happen.
I gotta
Any day
JonTron
now.
it, dude. I gotta just attempt up until it works.
You know, I only think that method really works on complex maps, and I think Copperfield's
Oh, yeah.
probably complex enough that you could, yeah. It's possible.
Maybe.
It's possible. There's stuff
I don't
there
know.
to be learned that would improve. That it's not just 600.
I feel like Saber
Someone
Fam
in
would
your
kill
hole.
me, but maybe it's worth it.
Why does he care so much about people?
He has some choice words for the JonTron method.
Why? What did I do?
Oh,
No, he loves you, dude. He's very happy to see another top tech player.
Yeah, that actually is crazy. There's no one else. It's just like Beat Saber fan. Actually, no, Spring's back. Spring's back. A little
Yeah.
bit.
And Kimno. You
And
can't just
Kimno, yeah.
Kimno.
oh yeah,
He is,
Kim,
yeah, he is here. I'll wait for the day he can join CS so that I see his score sometimes, because I have no idea what he's doing at all.
Sorry, Kimno, but when you join CS, I'm not gonna be in the community anymore. I will be long gone.
How old wait. Isn't he
Kimno
like...
is, I think he turned 12 this year. Maybe?
That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. 12?
Yeah, I think so.
the fuck?
How am I this old? Like, no way there's a 12-year-old out there with thoughts passing maps that hard, and I'm... That's insane.
Man, I really just hope he's safe online. Like that's such a thing that I
What a
think about
community
from
to be
time
in
to
at such
time.
an age, sadly.
Yeah, he better be around good people, and I'm
Yeah.
glad that you know, Mr. Pickler is kind of gone. That's a whole spiel, but oh my
boy.
god, that guy's rough. Oof. All right, next question.
Alright. How did you end up as a CS moderator?
Um,
And I guess
when
eventually to owner as well.
So I guess I'll just kind of continue the story after like Nuggies. So it was like McDonald's with Nuggies, and then I got mod in there, and then I kind of just like I kept interacting with the community, and I ended up in a server owned by Death Gamer called it was called
Death
TSF,
Gamer.
and it was a TSF clan. So it was like Death Gamer, Ukavarma, and that's where I met and started talking to Devin more. It was through that server, and then after that, me and Devin got pretty close, and I got invited to Cynthia's old server, which is called the Gents. So that's where I met Saber and started talking to Devin more. Met Cynthia, met Speedy as well. So I was really active in there, and then we were all really active in CS. So that was basically like the modern day version of, I don't know, you say like Zellar and like people that are just always active in CS general in the
Yeah.
CSVC. That was kind of
Yeah.
us like
In the
a couple
before
years ago.
times.
Yeah. So I was active enough in the server, and me and Devin both applied for mod, and we both got mod. And I was mod. That was probably, I want to say September or October of 2022. I think that sounds right. So that's when I originally got mod, and then I've been mod since then, except for I left for a month, I think in July 2023, and I left for a month in February 2024. Just like I just got busy enough that I couldn't be a mod. And then recently, I was just kind of like the oldest mod that was still on the team other than Sage, and Beanos was just like, "Hey, do you want honor?" And I was like, yeah, if you step down, sure, I'd be fine with that. And then he stepped down, and I got honor. and I've not really done anything since because I've been way too busy. But you know, I still look at the server.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess you can do the next one, Mr. Insolix.
So that actually kind of leads us to my next question, because you said you were doing more IRL stuff. What are some hobbies that you have or games that you play outside of Beat Saber?
Okay, some hobbies. I actually love band. I play trumpet, and
Ooh.
I'm a really huge fan of like most stuff band or music related. I've been in band, jazz band, like all this stuff since I was probably like 10 years old or something. I'm a I'm a good trumpet player at my school. I'm a section leader, and I love trumpet. I love band. I love my friends that are in band. Everything related to that. And then
Oh
other
wow.
like other games that I play. Um, I like The Binding of Isaac. I like Edmund McMillan games. I think they're great. Binding of Isaac, probably some of the most playtime I have in a game that's not Beat Saber. Probably. I need to
Mm-hmm.
check my Steam library and just like look at my playtimes. Other stuff other than that that I play. Let me look. I'm just gonna look in Steam. I like BTD6 a lot. That's one of my favorite games of all time.
I remember playing like the what was
Absolutely
it, the
adore
free
that.
balloons battles on my phone. That game was fire.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. Outside of Beat Saber, it's mostly Isaac, BTD6. Sometimes I play GD. I'm in the community for Geometry Dash, but I'm not too active in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to just talk about favorite games of all time, Slime Rancher and
Ooh,
Stardew Valley.
oh, base choices, top tier. Those games
Stardew
are.
Valley is my favorite game that I've ever played, ever touched in my whole life. It's
It's
perfect in every aspect. I love it so much.
it's yeah.
Same thing with Slime Rancher.
That game's pretty
And
good.
I also really like Risk of Rain too. I don't know. I'm a really big fan of roguelikes or roguelikes, like anything of
Mm-hmm.
those sorts. Those are my favorite types of games.
Oh yeah,
So
Risk of
if
Rain.
I'm not on Beat Saber, there's a high chance that I'm playing one of those. Or
Or
I guess I
Skyblock.
forgot to mention Minecraft. Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about Skyblock. I play Skyblock a lot.
That's a pretty baseline of games those are.
Yeah, for real.
Skyblock. Oof.
So
Very time
next,
sink.
that's my. I swear, any Minecraft server or anything is just such a time sink.
At
Oh,
least
the
it's
hours
fun.
I've lost. Yeah. All right. Next question. Have you got any serious injuries playing Beat Saber? If so, how many?
Um, okay, never like a serious injury, like
That's good.
hospitalized or anything like that.
Hospitalized. Yeah.
Um,
Whenever making this question, I didn't think there. I hopefully there's no one that got hospital. Like anyone that we have on here won't be like they that would be ridiculous. They have a heart
I think
attack while
the
playing.
most pain I've felt is my back from playing streams because
Ooh, do you do a
okay,
lot of
like
leaning
originally,
backwards while hitting them?
yes, it's a
Yeah.
lot of like arching my back, so like making a C in my back. So if I'm grinding something like Display V2, Dawn V2, or Copperfield, it hurts my back a lot. And I've like after I passed Dawn V2, I think I just stopped playing for a long time, just because like it hurt to like I was genuinely in pain from like standing up or like sitting down for long periods of time just because of how much I hurt my back playing.
Man.
Um, Wrist pain has always like obviously been an issue, but it's
Yeah.
never nearly as bad as like my back. I don't know. I never really get really super bad wrist or arm pain, and
Hmm.
I've had I guess other than that I've had a lot of problems with just like I don't know, I guess breathing, staying alive.
Staying
I don't know,
alive.
sometimes I just gotta lay in bed and like recuperate.
That's what
Stamina's a
it
big
is.
issue.
Yeah. Man, I've never
Yeah.
had that issue. It's like on any like map I've ever played ever, I've never pushed myself to the point where I gotta like lay down to recuperate. That's kind of crazy that you're able
I
to do
think a
that over a
big
game
reason
like
for
Beat
that,
Saber.
a big reason for that, and I never recommend anyone to do this, but I don't drink water when I play, and
Yeah.
Same.
I
It's
definitely feel the consequences. Guys, please drink water. When you're playing Beat Saber, drink water. You're all you're
The
doing is hurting yourself if you're not doing that.
the dehydration strat is not where it's at. I've heard people talk about this as well. Like, there's no way it works, bro. It's all
This
placebo.
is
It's all
like
placebo. You need to
it's like
believe that
TikTok
while drinking.
theories.
Yeah, it's all placebo. You need to believe that drinking water will make you better at the game.
Please, every time you get on the game, stretch, do some stretches, walk around your room for a little bit, make sure your arms are like ready to actually, play the game.
Hmm.
Please don't injure yourself. Just make sure you're like prepared to play. And that's also advice for
Especially
myself, but
don't play don't play when it already starts to hurt. That's how you do permanent damage. That's not very fun, is it?
yeah, yeah. Thankfully, I've never had anything like tendonitis or just extreme pain in my wrists or whatever. Just
Hmm.
mostly back.
Man, back. That's crazy. It would make sense.
Yeah.
All right, next question, Mr. Insolix.
So, since you are a streams player, we want to know if you have any advice to give to a new streams player, what would it be?
Be patient. Streams is not an overnight thing. You're not gonna play streams for one day, struggle to do something, come back the next day, and suddenly be just insanely good at them. It's a process. You are going to need to play the game in order to get better at streams. And like, wow, that's crazy. I have to play the game. Yeah, it's not like a process like tech where the more tech you consume like outside of the game, or like the more understanding you have of it, the better you're
Hmm.
gonna get. If you understand streams more, like if you're gonna watch streams replays and see how people swing, obviously you're gonna get better. But you're not gonna get better if you're not swinging palm ups, or if you're not reading tech streams. Like, I don't want to say daily, because I mean obviously you should make it your morning routine to get on Beat Saber and read some streams. But
Yeah.
you have to play and you have to experiment. You have to be uncomfortable, because streams are not, it's not a skill set where you're going to start playing and you're going to be comfortable holding a 180 degree. You're not going to immediately be able to do a full scoliosis turn with one of your hands. It's going to take a lot of time, and you just have to be able to push yourself, and you have to be able to like get that repetition in to get
Hmm.
better. That's like the main thing
I
that
almost feel
streams
like if the
players need to
physical,
understand.
I almost feel like if the physical aspect of streams like that is like you're almost just doing flexibility training, but just in
Yes.
Beat Saber. It's just yeah, it's like I've thought about that and it seems so weird. But yeah.
And I like to tell people to focus on their wrists, because if you're getting up into high level streams play like palm up angles that I do, you're not you're not really gonna do it with your arm. You can do a full 360 rotation like with your arm, like have your hand behind your back, but it's just not viable. You need to be able to use your wrist. So mainly focus on using wrist, and be able to get a routine of like flexing before you get on the game, and make like get it warm up before you get on the game. Make sure focus on using your wrist, and be willing to put in the time to practice streams.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
That would make sense. I think that's a yeah. I think that would be good advice from like multiple things in this game, not just streams as well,
A
but
100%.
yeah, just with like anything. All right. Who asked that? Or yeah, that was Inslix that asked that question. Okay, so
Yeah.
any future projects you can tell us about revolving the future of CS?
Um, it's been something going on for a while, or an idea floating around for a while, of curated map pools. That's something that everyone has wanted to do at least some point on being an RT. Just a map pool where you can find the best maps of a level.
Hmm.
That's something I'm not sure how it's going right now, but that's something that I would love to be like official in the future. Along with that, I personally would love to host more tournaments like the CS scrims in
Yeah,
CS.
I remember
I think
those.
that stuff needs to. I guess I can't really say needs to come back, because I was the one who hosted them, but we need more stuff like that. And I think it's a good idea to at least acknowledge the fact that it's been spoke about, to have more projects that revolve around tournaments, or like active play that requires, like an active player base. Something like the original idea for CS challenges that, they kind of did fall off over time,
It
just
did.
because people weren't so interested in it. But like monthly tournaments or like monthly challenges where people are gonna go against each other. That's something that maybe not a project in CS right now, but it's something I've had in the back of my mind to start for a very long time. So yeah, curated map pool. I think that might be in the works. Still, not too sure. I know there's I guess I can say this, baselines for levels. That's a project that's happening right now.
Ooh.
They're just making sure that there's always something to compare to. I think that's a great idea, and that's great. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. And also, I'm not sure how this is going, but I'm pretty sure there will be a rework of the shitpost category, maybe even categories in general. I don't want to say too much about it because I'm not fully decided yet, but for the most part,
I did see you talking about
rework.
this once a little bit with like Radiate.
Yeah, you can expect to see a change in categories soon.
Will be interesting. Will be interesting.
Yeah, really looking forward to that. All right. So I guess the next question is, if you could add a feature to Beat Saber, what would it be?
I would force them to go through with their promise and add custom sabers or different
100%.
sabers.
Yeah.
Also, okay, other than that, I think there just absolutely needs to be transparency, like mainly with hitboxes. I think that there should be a feature where you can look at hitboxes in game, or just anything for them to give us that lets us like further understand hitboxes. That's a big point. If I could add a feature, probably that. I'm not sure though, because I have so many nitpicks with this game. It's a horrible game. It really is.
Yeah.
If there wasn't a modded Beat Saber community, this game would have died in 2021.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
I think
someday I hope for the day that they strike some deal like Mr. Rob Top did with GD and Newgrounds, and they add in some sort of custom song system in game. I think there's a reality in which that could happen, but yeah.
Damn, it's really just copyright issues, like mostly, because let's be real, Beat Saber is literally just a piracy game.
Yeah.
Like when you ask people like, oh, how do I get a song to map this? Go rip it from a YouTube video. It's like,
yeah.
oh. I think maybe not a feature, I guess. Okay, if I could add a feature, it would be hitboxes, just being able to see them. Other than that, they need to be transparent with the community. They need to acknowledge the community, because oh my god, they will just update the game, make a game-breaking change with just telling no one. Like how they just randomly change hitboxes sometimes. It's like, oh, okay, that's wonderful. Thanks, dude. They need to be transparent. And that obviously, I'm not saying that they're a bad game studio. I'm not like, oh my god, why aren't custom songs in the game? Because I understand all the issues with it. But they can't not acknowledge the fact that, I mean, maybe they do. I'm not super in tune with them.
I wonder how much they like even think about the mod community. Like, do they think about them at all in the slightest when updating, or is it literally just like? Because just the game alone, even if you had all the DLCs, it's kind of like a nothing burger. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
If they're only thinking about
hard.
then it's just I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like if they only see Beat Saber as the Beat Saber that has no mods, no community or anything, and they just see that game, then it's like that's not a good vision. That's
Also,
not a good thing to walk
practice
off
mode
of.
sucks. I'm gonna complain about that. Practice mode is terrible. Let me go practice this specific part in this map. Oh, sorry, you gotta spend 5 minutes flipping through timestamps to find the perfect start. You know, that's
real.
definitely an issue of complex maps. And it's like the practice system is good for the base game, but what in the base game do you really need to like a temp dump in practice, you know? Like, that might be like ignorant of me. And I can understand that, you know, you have to practice the game, and a practice system is great, but their practice mode system is horrible.
Yeah.
I like the speeds they give you. They should probably allow you to change the speed even further, like below 50%, maybe not above 200%. but
Hmm.
it needs rework. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
many
'cause-
many improvements to be had with our little Saber game.
Mhm.
Yeah, because also, if you're playing a streams map that you've like never seen or like played in the past, and you go into practice mode to like skip to a later part, you have to like spend like probably like 5 minutes trying to figure out the parity, and it's really
This is
annoying.
real. Yeah.
Yep.
You must have to
Oh
play
my
through the whole
god,
map just to figure it out.
I know everything about this. It's learning streams maps is the biggest turnoff from anyone in the category, and honestly, I can't blame you.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It really is.
Oh, next question then. What do you think about the current ranking systems in Beat Saber? So this goes for all
Like-
of them, really. I mean, you could just name a few, but yeah, this is kind of a general thing.
CS, BSCC, I think they have good ranking systems. I think having the community to vote on everything and run everything, pretty good. Beat Leader, I'm walking in dangerous territory here, but I think Beat Leader it's good to an extent, but I think a lot of like especially their backend stuff being ran by old heads or people that don't really play the game as often just needs to change, and they need to listen to the people that they let in the channels more. I fear that's one of my biggest gripes with Beat Leader, is that they have everything so private, but the private stuff that they do is just restricted to the wrong people that like aren't the people that should have full control over the ranking for literally everybody. I think they need more transparency with maybe not the wide stream community, because you don't need little Timmy that got his Quest 2 yesterday and is playing linear speed maps in his top 1k to influence super fast song or like slower song modifiers, stuff like that. They have a great system, don't get me wrong. I think they're doing it wonderful, but it needs to be transparent, because they can just make one change that throws everything like for a loop. And I know they talk about everything, like I said, everything's super private, so I don't know all of what they do. But I feel like they just need to listen to more people. Same thing goes with Score Saber, I think. I'm not really involved with Score Saber, so there's not much I can say about that.
Yeah,
They're
this is-
probably doing
yeah,
fine.
That's the same for me. I wonder if
Probably
Score Saber is so
criteria
completely just
issues.
not even like open source the slyest, and only Umbreenox is the only one that can push updates still. I remember there's some drama happening with that forever ago.
I think he made it open source.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be surprised if he didn't. Also,
This is a game
I don't.
ranked
Did they have
bad
they
now.
raised the BPM cap yet? Because oh my god, they need
I
to
don't
do
think they
that,
have.
bro. Guys, it's not just challenge players. It's the broad community now.
Maybe they
It
have.
can be
I don't
considered.
know.
Everyone and
Yeah.
their mothers can hit like 500 now. But
Yeah.
Maybe not even 500. Just like push it past 350. That's insane.
It's still
Yeah.
pro, yeah. That's like... That's crazy.
So pro right now. Okay, you can go to the next question.
Alright.
So I'm pretty oh sorry. I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure this is our final question. But do you think that age plays a major factor in a game like Beat Saber?
One of the biggest questions that gets thrown around the community by everyone ever.
Not as much as people say it does. And this really pisses me off when they're like, oh my god, I'm so old, I'm not
I'm
15 years
so
old, so I
old."
can't play speed. Dude, you're 18. You can play speed. Or like, if you're saying like, oh, Kimno is 12, how the hell can he comprehend this stuff? That's just further proving the point that it really doesn't play that much of a... Like, obviously it plays a factor. Like, you're gonna understand stuff slower if you're younger. Maybe not in the case of Kimno. That kid might just be artificial intelligence. But if you're 20 years old and you're saying like, oh, my bones are too brittle, I can't hit 500. Shut up. Come on, dude.
This is real.
It's not a valid excuse at all.
Because I'd say I'm
Yeah.
definitely on the older end of players, and I've been peaking in everything recently, so definitely.
The older you get, the more you're gonna understand the game, and obviously, if you get older, it's gonna be harder to be more athletic. but you're not just not gonna be able to hit BPMs because you're older. You're just not trying enough. And maybe you are trying enough. And you know what? If you are physically limited by your age,
Isn't
I will
Sanosin
offer you a
like
direct
21?
apology. I think he's either 20 or 21. That
Yeah.
should be enough proof
Yeah.
that, I mean, if you're 30 years old,
Like I
yeah,
do
if you're,
imagine the drop. Yeah, I'd imagine around like 28 to 30, the drop off does start to happen, but still.
I mean, there's people like, uh, Isra GRFK, I think is his name. I think he's like in his mid 20s and he's like mid 20s in CS. Like, okay. And there's like Lethal, I don't know how old he is. He's pretty old. Beanos is also pretty old, I think.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
I say
both
pretty
yeah.
old, but they're like 20 or like 20, 21, 22. It's not super old.
We're comparing to the Beat Saber community of 15-year-olds.
The broader community is like 15 to 16.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that people that are like what? I don't know. 20 like I guess 19, 20, 21. That doesn't give you an excuse to say, "Oh, I'm not in my prime anymore. I'm not going to be able to do this ever again." It doesn't make sense. Is there anything else? So there's your final question.
Yeah, that was the final question. All of them.
I think that's it.
So I don't think we ever discussed how to end the podcast. Did you make an ending for this? It's like
Sure.
Well, we can just talk until it ends.
yeah, I mean like we decide whenever it ends. I mean we're out of questions, but yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, have you thought of anything else? Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Shit.
maybe you could
I
talk.
don't
Maybe
know.
you could talk maybe about the old BSCC ranking system, how that worked with teams.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so before you came on, we were talking about you know, what our hottest takes are for for challenge. And I was trying to think about it, and then I for some reason I just this popped up into my mind. I think one of my hottest takes is that you know, I feel like CS shouldn't be like entirely a democracy when it comes to voting on maps, because it leads to so much subjectivity in the ranking. But everyone's gonna come after me for that, but that's just my thoughts.
I kind
I
of
see what you're saying.
yeah. I kind of
I
do
th- I
agree with
think-
this
I
because
think you
most
got a
of the
good point.
beef I see between individuals is just like some like level 32 saying that they're saying that, or some like someone just saying someone's hardest pass just should get moved down a level, and that causes undeserving amounts of beef between two individuals. I've seen that happen a
Yeah.
few times.
I think moving stuff more. I guess this is kind of contradictory of what I was complaining about Beat Leader for, but if it was a little less transparent, maybe more team focused, then like the team comes up with an idea and then they bring it to the public to vote on. That's a good system, I think, because it involves both sides, where you have the people that are logically thinking about it and then the people that it actually affects. And then they come to a decision. Like that's what I did for like the release of, I believe the release of 34 was that way. The uncapping of 30, the release of 33. It's always been the community decides how we go about it, and I think that's a great system. Just
never
giving
really
more
thought of it that
community
way.
benefit. Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe that was ignorant of me to make that statement.
I mean, I
don't
could
think
still,
so.
if you did have a close off team as well, then moving things would happen less, and that'd make people less sad if their hardest thing gets moved down months later or such and such. Because I've seen that happen a few times as well. But this, the baselines rule that you were talking about earlier probably will help with that a lot.
Yeah,
For like
100%.
setting up the baseline maps and such.
I'm pretty excited to see how that ends up going. I hope it's well received.
You have baseline
'Cause, I
maps
mean-
picked out for the skill sets.
Yes.
Yeah.
it's gonna be good, and I'm pretty sure people will like it. I think
100%
that's about it for hot takes. I haven't really thought of anything else, and I've been thinking about my favorite players or like favorite maps. I think I can stick with just Abandon Myself being my favorite map. I'm pretty content with that.
I think
And I
there's
think-
one
I
other
think
question
Bug
that you
is my
were
favorite
thinking on,
map
but I low-key don't remember it.
Probably
So,
underrated players.
True. Yeah.
I looked for a bit. I don't know. I don't really have my eye on anyone right now. Like, I don't go in CS and scroll through flexing to see like X person post their stuff.
Hmm.
I know that I know, wait, what is his name? Iron or D the Godmod? He's doing really good in speed right now, but I don't really
They
think he's
are.
underrated. I think he's just on the come up, I think.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and look. Oh, Ash. Ash is an underrated player. For being 33, they don't get spoke about enough. She is
Wait, that's
incredibly
actually
good.
so. Yeah.
She is very good at rhythmical. It's insane. Or I guess Uwu is their name.
Yeah.
Ash, Uwu, an insanely good player. They
Didn't they
don't
get
get spoke about
Didn't they
enough.
get? They got furred in the CS like scrims, right?
I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah, it was like
It,
it
it
was
was it was
Ask and then
crazy.
Udon or Spring and then yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They
Snowball.
that is a good that is the most
this?
underrated player.
Huh, wow, there's some 31s that I've never heard of before. Maybe this guy's on the come up. Who is who is Ken Castro?
Who is Ken?
And Castro.
Maybe this is the next go. Let's investigate. His beat
Yes.
leader, their beat leader is Loi. It's Loi. Let's see. Oh, they're a tech player.
Oh
Are they-
shit, new tech player.
I'm interested.
Ooh, they seem to be maybe not new to the game, but new to the challenge community. Wow, they don't have that many scores.
Damn, and only and
They
it's
seem
31.
dedicated. I don't know. I'm actually
Player
I'm gonna
discovered.
keep my guy. I'm gonna keep my eye on this guy. That's pretty cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wanna like specifically. I'm just gonna like say my whole following list on Beat Leader and just like mention them because everyone I follow all the people that I
Give
think are
everyone a-
great.
Yeah, give everyone a new follower. That's a shout out.
Obviously Sony because I mean I think that's just a given. And Sony is my best friend and has been my best friend for like over 3 years. Well, maybe not over 3 years, but just about 3 years.
Hmm.
Udon was actually I probably should have said that at the start. Udon, okay, so I was with Nuggies, and then after I moved out of McDonald's, I kind of went to Udon's server. Me and Udon have been friends since early 2022, and which is crazy that we've been friends for 4 years.
Right.
Because I mean we like know each other super well, and I don't know we don't hang out enough. And then same thing with me and Speedy. We've been great friends for a very long time. Bug as well. Just he's a great mapper and definitely one of my favorite mappers. Maybe not when it comes to streams because some of those experimental maps need to be kept in the whips folder. But you know, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because the complex fiber was awesome. And then Sin, also one of my favorite mappers, probably one of my favorite players as well. I don't think I mentioned him in my favorite players. He's insane. I watch him play the game and I'm just like, what the fuck am I watching, dude? You're insane. And then Devin, Saber, obviously, that's gang right there. And gang is our little friend group server. It's me, Speedy, Devin, and Saber, and we're so
gang.
close with each other.
W
And then yeah, Harper Harper's a great player. I think Harper's tech skill is underrated.
This
And
is true.
they
This
are
is- yeah,
they
this
are
is true.
incredibly good at tech, and they don't get enough credit for it.
Mhm.
Harper's great. Frixel's actually on the come up for streams right now. He's been doing great. Almost past or that is the end of DOP 1.1 twice, which I mean
Is
that's
that
not
the
really
clip when he was saying no like a?
yeah, that's just like that's proof of his stamina. His stamina is great, and then like his Dizzy Bastion runs have been doing really good, and he passed Bit and before Rain like really quickly. He's a really good streams player. He's definitely coming up. I think that's mostly it for players.
Which
I mean,
one of Friskel's passes was the one that was like it was on the last CC highlights? So was it I passed display.
oh, yeah, it's
Oh,
probably
I saw
display.
That was so it's so
Oh, yeah.
funny though. I passed display. That's a fire pass.
Yeah, I guess everyone else I'm following. Let's see, who did I not say? I don't think I said Radiate. He's a great player, just overall. Cynthia, she's a good player. I don't think she plays that much anymore, and we don't really talk that much anymore. Yeah, no, she definitely doesn't play. She's a good player. Just needs to play the game more, obviously. But same issue with me. We're just busy outside of the game. Ben, Benevolence, he's one of my closest friends. That's for sure. Not super in the community, but he's a great guy, and his maps are really funny. Fake Chi is also a great player, but I think that's kind of known. It's like most of these people, like Fake Chi, Spring, Kayak, Seaweed, all great players, and I'm friends with most of them. Seaweed's probably one of my closer friends as well. Yeah, that's about it for who I follow.
Well, I think we're out of context. I think we're out of content then. Can't think of anything else. Well, Miss
I
Abby,
think
you have any?
I covered
Yeah.
most of what I wanted to say.
You have any socials you want to link or anything of the such?
Not really. I mean, I'm on. You'd always add my Discord. You can always message me. I mean, I might not be super active in the community, but I will always respond to my DMs if I see them. That is. So if you ever want to message me, my Discord is just albj, like we were talking about earlier. I don't know. That's
Maybe
kind of the only
like
social
your
media
B
I'm
leader.
on.
It's like, what's your B
My
leader name right now?
my B leader is just Abby, and
Yeah.
it's like beatleader.com/u/Abby. I just have that as my name. That's where you can see all my passes. I have my hardest ones linked. Just Dawn V2, Display V2, Mastodon. It's just stuff that's been playing in the background. That's like a compilation of some of my harder passes. Oh, I guess I never really spoke about metronomes this whole time.
Ooh.
That was
That's like
that
the
was one of my
yeah.
that was one of my come up skill sets, really. It was while I've been playing, there's always just been niches that just click for me. So that's what happened with palm ups. That's what happened with scissors, metronomes. Like, I don't know, they all just kind of line up. And I think that they all kind of fall into the same category of like wrist movement. Or like metronomes is completely wrist where you're doing like the side to side motion. But when you're playing harsh palm ups, you're doing the same metronoming, but just moving your wrist like side to side. And then with scissors, if you really think about metronomes, they're kind of just scissors. They're kind of scissor doubles to a point, that is. So I think they kind of clicked more for me like that. But yeah, metronomes, it was me and Hyper 7D at the very start. Probably 3 years
What
ago.
a name! What a name!
He was so ahead of his time. Oh my god. Ichiro
was.
Boshi is insane to have been passed like what, 3 years ago? Holy shit, dude.
Bruh. Hyper 70.
I think that's all I want to cover.
Yeah.
I'm content with that.
Well, or we joked about it earlier, but do you have like an exit thing to say, Insolix? Or do we just
Yeah, this interview is awesome. I'm really looking forward to see more episodes of this coming out. This was
Oh yeah.
Who would you want
This is
on
really
next,
fun.
Abby? Who do you think would be the next? Who do you think would be the next best person to pick at their brains for Beat Saber related things?
On the poll, I voted for Remek because I think it would be really interesting to hear how he thinks mainly about like mapping. His maps are incredible. He's
God.
so very creative. He's a great player, especially in like niche quote unquote like tech skill sets. Like he's super good at like bombs and shitpost, and his maps are incredible. I want to see how he thinks about the game. That's who I voted for. I do think Sony could come on here as well. Definitely not biased about that. But Sony's fun to talk to, and definitely has an interesting past that could be spoken about. You know, gone through all the ranking systems. And if Mid ever like could come on here, that would be incredible. Because he is like the backbone of the challenge community. He started it all.
I almost feel like we're not. Yeah, I almost feel like we're not. This podcast isn't good enough for him. I don't feel like we could cook up good enough questions to get from him.
It really is. I mean, you just gotta talk about like his past, dude. He's a great guy. He's funny. He's super nice guy. And,
Nicest person ever.
Yeah, he's great, dude. I love Mid. There's a reason that he was like the pioneer of the challenge community, and I'm glad he's doing well now. He's been not super active, but he's been doing great in life. I'm pretty sure.
Didn't he like
for the most
go in the
part.
military and like that's? That's
He had a
Air
whole
Force.
time where he was in the Air Force,
yeah.
and he has
Yeah.
in his bio like his wedding. He got engaged recently.
God,
That's awesome,
cool.
dude.
That's crazy. Okay, yeah. Save
mans.
this for whenever we have him on. Yeah, we got quite the few things. We'll have quite the few things to ask him about. But,
Yeah, make sure.
oh yeah, this
Yeah,
was
I'm
the
comfortable with that.
first. Yeah, this was the yeah. So you think what did Secret Way say about your brutally honest review of Saber shit? This is literally the first episode, so you have nothing to base it off of, and all it is we just got a spreadsheet of questions and we just asked it to you. But was it still cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been honestly the first time I ever like saw any interview stuff like this was I don't even know if people still know the name, but it's Jade's like Jaydz. He had a video that he released where he interviewed Mid like 4 years ago, and he called him like
Ooh.
the pioneer of the challenge community, and it was a wonderful video. And I remember watching that video and just being like, man, it would be so cool to just be in like a position to where I could actually get interviewed. And I put it in like the gang server with Devin, Speedy, and Saber, and I was like, this is actually a dream to me. And I was like, I would be freaking out right now if I was younger. But I'm just like, wow.
Now you're stoned. You're stone faced, locked in.
Oh, I'm definitely not stone faced. I'm over the moon. I'm really happy. I'm very happy with this, and thank you guys for the opportunity to actually like come on here.
We
course.
we will do our best with it to keep the quality good, to keep the content on. But I do hope this gets popular enough to feed into that fantasy you had a little bit. I think it'd make me happy to make you
Yeah.
that happy.
Just don't overdo it. That's like the main thing I can give you. Don't burn yourself out on this project. Just like host it once a weekend or something, or like once every Wednesday.
Yeah, that's the
Don't
plan.
overwork yourself.
Yeah.
That's good.
We could have cranked out this episode like 2 days, but I made sure to just like have Inslicks have the poll go on for 3 days, and we just do nothing for a while. Keep it fresh. Because we could have done the poll in like 1 day, the next day set it up and edit it, but yeah.
No.
Yeah. But
All right.
I think that'll be the end of
that's
the
fine enough for me to
Saber
go.
Sh podcast. Yeah. All right.
Thank you guys so much once again, and thank
Mm-hmm.
you everyone for listening.
Have a
course.
good one,
Little
Miss Abby.
Unfiltered interview. Goodbye. Thank you guys.
Goodbye.
Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Oh shit, I unplugged my headphones.
Yeah, I think I should have kept recording so we could have like the post signal. Say what you said. repeat like whenever she left. Abby is just
Just poetic with it.
Abby is poetic with it. But yeah, I think that went good. I think that went good.
Yeah, I'm really happy with all of that.
Mhm. So I think in like the next few days you can run another vote, but
Yeah.
well, I think I'll
So,
go now and figure out how to chroma key out the overlay and put the overlays in the background and normalize the audio.
All right.
Yeah.
Feel free to keep me posted. Very interested to see that.
Mhm. Well, how long?
Well-
How long? I ended the recording before I looked. That was like actually 2 hours, wasn't it?
Oh my god. Oh shit, it was.
It was. I was close, I think, or maybe it was over that. Man. Like we were really just
Yeah.
asking like just basic questions. I didn't think it'd get like. I didn't think it'd end up
So
being
deep.
that long, but yeah, I guess Abby had some stuff to talk about. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hmm. You see,
She
now
definitely-
we get to struggle with the problem of we're making this podcast, but I would
Yeah.
want to watch something like this, you know? But now I can't
Yeah.
because we were the ones recording it, which makes me sad.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's definitely one of the drawbacks. I also thought about that,
Hmm.
but
It's like I would
The-
so watch this, but I mean, like, I can't decide if it's better like experience hearing all the questions for myself and thinking about them and asking them, or watching it, because both of them do have their own things. But I don't know. Maybe it is
Yeah.
better just hosting it ourselves.
yeah, I think for me, Yeah, there are definitely pros and cons to both sides, but you know, at the end of the day, you just got to look at the positive. You know, we were, we experienced it live. Only what 3 people get to do that
Yeah.
out of like the possible hundreds that we'll be watching. Tens of hundreds.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Slight sacrifice to 2 hours of content just to make all this content for all the other people. 2 hours of
Yeah.
content for myself just to produce this for other people. That's fine. And honestly, it probably was better just sitting and talking about it ourselves.
Yeah, you feel more connected to like
Mm-hmm.
the interview.
Mm-hmm. Not just sitting there being rawed and just eating popcorn in my chair, just consuming this content.
Yeah.
Maybe we can like think, I don't know. You think the format's fine as is? Like I was trying to think of like more questions that had more substance to them, but that kind of just like gets too personal with the interviewee, if you want to call them that. So I think it is probably fine as is.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, yeah, I don't want to, personally, I don't want to get too personal into it, of course, because that'd be kind of weird. But
we don't
I think
exactly
right
have
now-
a personal relationship with everyone that we're going to be interviewing.
yeah,
Even though it would probably
Yeah.
ultimately be more interesting and better content, it definitely would be weird.
yeah.
So I
'Cause,
think, I think it is good as well. We should probably make a better spreadsheet for questions. Just have like a bunch of questions that we're gonna ask everyone, like what's your favorite score or best passes you think? Because I think those are just everyone questions, and then we'll try and get like a handful of personalized ones for the player.
Yeah, and then
Same
instead
as like
of
the
like
CS
just
questions with Abby.
yeah, and instead of like choosing just choosing a question on the spot, maybe we could have like a
System.
certain like organization. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what we were doing though, with like just crossing them out and then like selecting them and alternating between, I think that works fine enough.
Yeah. The only okay, but this
Because
is
we were doing that, yeah, we were doing that on the fly, just so yeah,
Yeah, but to
figuring
me,
out
okay,
the
this is
whole highlighting thing.
yeah, but this is just a me issue probably, but because I've never done something like this, and I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not even that like, I'm not really that socially
Socialable, talky talk.
yeah, I'm not really good with coming up with shit on the
Yeah.
spot, so I can't like, but
Me too.
yeah, I've been kind of quiet, but also that like with the, just finding questions at the same time while listening. For me, it was a little bit, but that's
Well,
fine.
yeah,
I
a little
think
bit much.
It is experience. It is
Mhm.
will definitely help, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Just get better. Yeah, I think I'm pretty okay at talking to people.
Yeah, you're so much better than me, bro.
Thank you. But yeah, I got blessed with a good charisma stat, even though I'm a homeschooled kid.
Oh, me too.
That's crazy.
You're wait what grade are you in?
Well, I'm done.
Oh shit, that's
I'm old. I'm an unk. I'm out.
Unk.
Now I'm in like the year window looking for anything really. Probably
Oh,
college.
yeah. I think I'm gonna be starting college classes next year.
That's ridiculous, bro.
uh,
Aren't you like You'll be like 16 next year.
Yeah.
Stupid. The next Devonics.
The next Devonics. Yeah, I mean, I've been homeschooled for like, I think half of my school career. But, I don't know, I like homeschool. I don't know how the transition is going to be between homeschool and then like college classes, but I think it will be an experience that will stick with me for probably the rest of my life, and I'm happy and I'm looking forward to that.
So deep. But this is real.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah. 100%.
Well, I think it's time for me to go and edit the video now. So now I will
Oh, yeah.
actually end the recording. I'll just have this in at the end. I think that'd be good.
Fuck. Okay. Hold on. The only problem is I don't know. I don't know. Wait, I actually okay, my memory is not the greatest. I don't know if I got like a little too personal, but
No, you didn't like. No, it's fine. I think this section is fine for like. Watching this is going to be so like as a viewer watching this, like we're talking about this like podcast as a concept while you're watching it. I think it will be cool, but you didn't get like. I
yeah.
don't think you got too personal at all, or just like most we talked about was just being homeschooled and what we're gonna do in the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole idea of this. But yeah. Oh yeah, thank you, GXB. No one in the community is gonna know who that is probably, but he's the homie artist what is it? What is the class called? Or like whenever you're, what is the profession called? What was it? Visual design artist. There's like some official name for it. What is it? I can't think of it.
Artist.
Yeah, just the artist, but no, it's like more. It's like he's specifically in a branch to make certain. I can't think of it. Where? I think I pinged him in the server. I don't know. He's the guy that made the logo. He's the digital artist that made not, did I say video, that made the Saber Sh thing. So shout out to him. That took way too long just to give him a shout out. But yeah.
Damn.
If anyone knows what he is, I asked him if he wanted to link any socials, and he just says he's just like, you know, he's not in the Beat Saber community anymore. But yeah, if anyone here watching this knows who he is, he's an OG. He made the little logo and everything. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, shout out to him. 1,000,000,000%.
Okay, goodbye, Saber Sh people. This is the first episode. Hope this was cool and awesome. Goodbye.